Hello. We're back here on the solo world, single player solo, playing the Minecraft. Oh, I guess I just walked past this the last time I was on the server, or in the world. Um, while I'm here, might as well grab some coal. Yeah, so, it's time to record, guys, and, I'm got the new intro, as you've probably seen if you've watched the other videos in the series. Not only do I have the new intro. Sorry guys, I'm recording here at it's 2 a.m. 2 o'clock in the morning right now, but good a time as any, I guess. um, so yeah, what was I saying? Jeez, I'm really sorry, guys. My headset, the cord that comes off of it is irritating me at the moment. It's sticking to my body, and I don't like it. That's something I have to deal with at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah. So, as you guys probably seen the new intro, or you guys probably have seen the new intro. I really hope you guys like it. I like the way it turned out. It looks pretty nice. Looks a lot more professional compared to the intro that I was using previously. Made myself. That I made myself, and I've got other intros that I've made myself that I like the looks of because it doesn't need to be anything spectacular. I mean, if I'm playing a game like Call of Duty, I'm not going to use my Minecraft logo, so I have just sort of a plain logo that has the name on it, and you know, basic things. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special, but an all around just, hey, here's my channel, and I'm introducing you to the video and shit. So that's basically those I'm okay with. They don't need to be anything too spectacular. They just need to do the work. Also, I don't know if I had prior to recording. I believe I had started working with my father, but if I haven't, I got good news. I'm working with my father. Started work. For anybody who's wondering, the gist of that is literally, I'm basically the shop bitch. I guess you could call me. I'm the shop bitch. I already mentioned that. I don't know why I'm repeating it, but yeah, it's basically, I come in and I'll look around and it'll be, oh, here's a big mess on the floor, or, this needs to be swept, this needs to be, the garbage needs to be emptied, the dumpster is getting kind of full. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my dad paints lines on the road. He's a road painter, and he also does parking lots and whatnot, but that's just to give you an idea, so when I start talking about the job, you're not like, well, then what does your dad do? But yeah, there's big, huge buckets of paint, like, we're talking like 50-gallon buckets. I don't know how many liters that is, but 50 gallons of paint is quite heavy, and then you got to organize it by the different types of paints depending on where you're painting, like what kind of road and what time of year it is. Plus there's also the factor that because we're in Canada, the conditions on the road, like with weather and stuff, are different than they're going to be in the States. So whereas here in Canada we might need a paint that'll be able to last through more snow and rain and cold temperatures, in the States you might not need something like that. And I mean, there's actually a noticeable variation. I've been to the States before. I am Canadian, and one thing I've noticed and that my dad points out is the lines on the road are actually completely different there. Different size. The ones in the States are wider, they're thicker, but they're actually shorter. So in the States, they're short and fat skips, as they call them. If it's the where it goes a white line and it keeps breaking in between, those are called skips. And then the solid yellow is a solid yellow line. For you guys, the skips are shorter and thicker, and the yellow line's thicker. Whereas ours is about our skips are about 1 meter long and like 5 centimeters thick, where yours is like 10 centimeters and 10 centimeters thick and like about 50 centimeters wide. Or, Jesus Christ, no, long. Sorry, 50 centimeters long. So quite a difference. You know, there is a difference there, but there's also a difference in paint. So depending on what time of year you're painting and what the weather conditions are, you can use cold plastic, waterborne, and solvent-based paints, and all of those require things that are glass bead. Now, glass bead is what it sounds like. They're these little glass balls, and when you put the wet paint on the road, you also spray these little white, the little glass balls into the paint on top of the paint, and what that does is it actually it reflects the light. So when you're driving at night and there's like no headlight, or not no headlights, but no street lamps or anything like that, and you're driving down a dark road late at night, you have no problem seeing, because the light from your headlights will reflect off that glass bead and back at you, so you'll be able to see the lines super clearly. That's why they sort of glow when the light shines on them. I don't know if that's the same in the States, but I think that is what they do here in Canada, or in Ontario, because I think there's different rules and regulations in each province, just as I'm sure there would be in each state different rules and regulations. I know I'm walking around aimlessly here. I'm trying to find my way out. I have no idea how I got in here. I'm so lost. Yeah, I'm so lost. This is bad. I guess dig towards the sound. Do I have another pick on me? I don't. Oh, must have got that from a witch. So when this pick breaks, that's game. Okay, I come up here. Whatever that guy, wherever he is, he's a lot louder now. Oh, let's break that. Alright, now let's just get out of here if we can. I can always come back for it. I don't need to worry about it too much. There's his on me. I don't really need to mess with him at the moment. I do need to get out of here. I just don't know how to go about it. So I come up here. There's this guy. I don't have arrows. Okay, so let's just stab him. Anything? I guess I'll just keep going up. Up and up and up. That goes right down to a creeper. I don't want to mess with him at the moment. What's up there? Probably goes nowhere. Anyway, so yeah, what I have to do is I have to move all the paint around and put it in its specific place, sweep the floor, move glass bead around, things like that. There's lava right above there. Don't dig up. I gotta do all of that sort of stuff. Looks like this is the way to go, unfortunately. Yeah, so I do all of that. That was not very effective. That was not super effective. Yeah, so I gotta do all of that, sweep the floor, empty the garbage, make sure everything's a-okay in its spot, and stuff like that. So that's sort of my job. I get paid $12 an hour for that. That's a little weird. Yeah. What's going on here? What's going on? Hello? Game? See, I put that there, and that works. Oh, this works, okay. Did that update anything? I'm confused as to what's going on here. This hurts my head. I need to leave now before things get worse. yeah, so I make good money doing that. The only problem is with everything that a lot of things cost money, especially in Elgato, and the job doesn't really require me to be there all the time and to be working really long shifts. So I'm making decent money, but I'm working an average of 3 to 6 hours a week. So I'm making less than $100 a week. So for me to be able to buy the Elgato, I wouldn't be able to buy a PS4 as well. And that in turn means I'm going to be getting, I'm going to have to resort to getting the Black Ops 3 pre-order and on PS3 rather than PS4. Not that it really matters to, well, it does kind of matter. I really was hoping I would be able to do the multiplayer campaign with Chris, but looks like that's not going to happen. I mean, it'd be kind of weird for us to just talk at the same time through missions, because one of us will go through it at different paces, do things differently. So it'll give you guys an interesting thing to see what I'm talking about versus what he's talking about, but it'd also be kind of weird because we're not doing the same thing, and whereas I might be starting another mission that episode, he might still be in the middle of another one. So if we were to do something like that, it would have to be like a mission per episode based thing, but depending on how short missions can be, because I mean each mission is different. One mission could take like an hour and another mission could take like 10 minutes or something like that. It's, well, not really, I'm sure they're going to be similar in length, but I mean, like, when you take into consideration, the difference between how fast I'd complete a mission versus how fast he would complete a mission. Oh, this is bad. You can't spawn in here, can you? Even though I know it looks like you should be allowed to, but I disagree. What was it? F3 and A, I think it was? F3 and A? Yeah, that reloads the chunks, but it's not fixing the light. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Oh, well, let's bring up... No, not a screenshot. Let's bring up the quartz and take a screenshot quickly. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, now we can do F3. That's going to be loud when it breaks. Yeah, it's so close. Tell me you have something. Well, I can combine these. Oh, I didn't even look in the chest. Stupid. Oh, Flame 1. That'll go on my bow. Cat. First disc of the season. I already have a bucket. It never hurts to have two. Some free iron, some string, and a name tag. There's some bread there. Is there another chest? I do not see another chest. Let's work our way up here. I don't even have any wood on me, so I can't make a crafting bench if I wanted to. I could just dig straight out. That's exactly what I'm gonna do here. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be something that's not gonna be very easy to do. I can't remember. It was around 0, correct? 0 would be this way. Let's just get up here. Well, there's Extreme Hills. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna, oh, shit, I'm gonna have to do the PS3 version. I mean, I could always switch the pre-order. It's I did call into where I pre-ordered, which was EB Games, and they said yeah, sure, no problem, you can switch over the money you already put for your down payment to a PS4 version. We'll take your name off the PS3 version list and put it on PS4, blah, 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 blah. So, no worries there. And then, what was it? Well, no, nothing. There was nothing else that happened that would make an and then sentence. But what did happen that I was a little upset about, or nothing actually. Jesus Christ, what am I doing to myself? I'm like rambling on like an idiot. Well, it's because you are an idiot, Alan. Well, thank you, Inner Voice. I really appreciate that. I guess honesty is really brutal, but you do what you gotta do. Be brutally honest, and you're a bit of a dick for that, but alright, I'll have to accept it. Yeah, so, yeah, nothing upsetting actually happened. Apparently I'm just being overdramatic, but that's besides the point. What I was going to say is I do not have the money to buy all of the things that I want to do if I want to continue to do gameplay. Now, I've already, as I mentioned before, I wanted to do Destiny, and I have been playing Destiny for a long time. So Destiny is going to be something that I'm going to be coming into, not just as a series on YouTube, but, well, yes, just as a series on YouTube. It's not something like, I'm going to be starting over starting year 2 into Destiny, because that's what it's a 10-year project is what Destiny wanted to, or is what Bungie wanted to do with Destiny. They had a 10-year thing set in mind, if I remember correctly, or maybe that's just all speculation. I can't quite remember, but year 2 ends the same day the game was released. However, that was during the September of 2014. Well, the September of 2015 is coming up just after August of 2015, which is also the August in which I turned 17. Yay me! But that's enough about me. Back to Bungie. Yeah, so they had a plan for 10 years, and if I'm just starting to upload videos, just shy of the beginning of year 2, a lot of people are not going to want to watch it because they're going to think, you're just starting now, what a noob, blah, 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 you're going to be such a loser. But in all honesty, I've actually been playing for quite a while. I just didn't have the means to record it. Now, I don't know, I reset all my characters recently just because I wanted to challenge myself, and I wanted to have something to do other than just grind out bounties and try to get a Gjallarhorn that I still have yet to get. But that's, I guess, the curse of playing Destiny is you want something, but the game says fuck you, I'm not gonna give it to you, and then you cry yourself to sleep at night, and it's a vicious cycle. But unfortunately, it's apparently a necessary cycle. And for me, I like the whole idea of playing Destiny and recording it for you guys. I just don't know what you guys would like to see. Would you guys like to see me start over in a character, or what? I do have a character that is level 2. My Warlock. I don't know why I had to say it like that, but since I sort of added that to it, I just thought I'd roll with it. Anyway, yeah, so my Warlock is only level 2, and it was level 10, and I restarted it a lot. I'm not a big fan of the Warlock, and I'm not really too keen on Hunters either. I wanted to sort of challenge myself to level each class up individually, rather than stick with my favorite class and then just work on that from start to finish, because then I could easily just pass on all my gear from my other character, and that's sort of that's sort of a little cheaty, and I didn't want to be cheaty peaty, so I decided that I would have one of each character, even though my favorite character, if you haven't guessed it already, it would be the wonderful tank, the Titan. And my Titan's a beast. I originally had a male Titan, but when I switched, I decided to have a female because I grew really attached to the Titan, and I really had a loving relationship with it. And then I realized I can't really have a loving relationship with another man without that being slightly homosexual. Now, there's nothing wrong with being homosexual. Let me just clear that up right now. But there is something wrong with being labeled a homosexual when you're indeed not, because it's sort of, it's using as a negatory thing, right? Or well, it can be. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Long story short, I'm a straight as a circle. Get it? Because circles aren't straight. But no, really, in all seriousness though, I am straight. And you know, for a straight guy, you can't really have a loving and intimate relationship with a male titan. So I had to go with a female this time, so that way, when we have those intimate moments, especially once that Gjallarhorn pops up, like, man, I don't know, but let's just say there's going to be a lot of cluster bombs in that bedroom, if you know what I mean. Me, Titan, Gjallarhorn. Yeah, good times. Or soon to be good times once I get the galley. But yeah, all jokes aside here, that was sort of my plan. Or I don't even know why I went into that. It's sort of stupid. Well, I am stupid. You probably already know that. Anyway, so yeah, I've been working on the game, doing things in the game. It's not, I'm not going to be like, the whole a noob to the game or anything. But I don't know if I should just continue playing on, doing all the hard stuff, or if you guys would be interested in seeing, me work on my warlock start to finish. Even though I do have some exotic gear and legendary gear from playing, doing raids and stuff, or not raids, but like getting random loot drops and opening engrams. You'll get gear for the other classes sometimes, and over the amounts of times I've traded in loot, I've managed to get a little bit of warlock gear. So, that's gonna. I have a way to get up to a decent level once I reach level 20, and so I mean it's not gonna be a complete grind, but I can give you the illusion of a grind, if that's what you guys are looking for in a Destiny series from me. If you guys don't mind me just sort of jumping in, having like max level characters, and then we can obviously work together through the upcoming DLCs and all the years to come, without having to boringly go back over year one with everybody. So if you guys have an opinion on that, make sure you leave that opinion in a comment below. Also, check out my future series videos. There's a bunch of different types of videos or series that I wanted to do and that I was thinking about doing, and so far I have 13 votes on the straw poll that I put in the description. I was supposed to put a link on screen in an annotation, but I'm too lazy to do that. You know me. So, yeah, I'm sort of just running around in a circle because I really don't know what to do at the moment. I want to get all of this out before I unveil my plan for the series and this mountain. Yeah, that's a little hint. There is a special little thing that I want to do here, and want you guys to be along for the ride. So, anyway, yeah, so my goal is to, where was I? I was at Destiny, and then I mentioned the mountain, and I was rambling and running around in circles. So yeah, oh yeah, the video. So, if you guys want to put in your 2 cents on whatever kind of series that you want me to do, that's the best way to put your input in. I've decided that I'm gonna close down the straw poll, as in like I'll stop checking on it as of my birthday, so August 15th. So all votes must be submitted before I wake up on August 15th, and knowing my luck, I'll be so excited that my birthday is coming up the next day, so I'll be up all night anyway. So let's just call it 12 a.m. or first thing in the morning. So directly 12 a.m. on August 15th. That shall be the time and date in which I finally check the poll. That's the last time I will check the poll and count votes. I might just see if anybody's actually voted again or not, but I'll use that to help me gauge, what I should focus a lot of energy into and what I shouldn't put a lot of energy into. Doesn't mean that, if it didn't get any votes that I won't do it, because hell, I might want to do it because I want to do it, but I mean, that's all part and parcel. I want to be able to make sure the series that you guys want to see most has a lot of content to it, and I do a lot of playtime with it. So I want to know what you guys want to see, so I don't put my time into everything that I want to see and leave out the things that you guys might really enjoy seeing. And you know, because then I'm not really respecting what my viewers want to see, and that's not a good thing. So yeah, if you find that video, should be a recent upload. By recent, I mean within the last month, I believe. You can put in your opinions there. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna keep working, chipping away at the thing with my dad's work. I'm gonna try and do 6 hours per week. I get paid every 2 weeks, so the week that just passed was my first week pay period, other than the first week I worked. So I was paid, and then I worked for this week, and now my next week that I'm working starts next week. So I will work, and I'll get paid, and you know, by at least by the end of the first week of August, the first week of August, that Sunday, I should have probably gotten enough money from work to be able to buy an Elgato. And then once I stop derping around with that and figure out what I got to do with it and set it up and blah 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 blah, you better believe there's going to be some PlayStation content coming out. So you know, all of the series that involve PC gaming will be on a short hiatus, even though I'm just sort of starting these series. And that's because I'm going to be so excited, like, oh my god, Elgato game capture, and it's mainly just going to be Destiny, because I don't know if I've told you the story. It's a long-winded story, but it's a story for another episode, that's for sure. But it'll actually be the next episode, because I record these back to back. So if you leave a comment on this video, and as a suggestion or whatever, and I don't mention it in the next video, it's not because I fucking hate you or because I'm an egotistic maniac who thinks fuck the fans. It's because right after I stop recording, I take a drink of water, or I pick my nose, or I let one rip that I've been holding in for an entire 30-minute period. You don't know which one it is. And once I'm done doing that, I press record again, and I go right back into it. So it's sort of the way it works. But, you know, it's called pre-recording, but I gotta make sure that when I have the time to record, I record, so I have the content ready for you guys when I want to upload it. So, yeah. So that's my long-winded spiel there. So in the next episode, I will tell the story about why it's mainly just gonna be Destiny. But, yeah, so I don't need to wait for that any longer. But, yeah, so might as well reveal, because it's probably been a while of me just talking. Oh, that's the escape button. It's been a while of me just running around talking, so let's unveil the whole plan and call it an end to the episode for you guys. And don't forget to come back next episode to check out this interesting story that you may actually not find interesting, but who knows. Yeah, so yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get PlayStation games out to you really soon, and it should be sometime not long after. It'll be before August 15th, I will promise you that. You will see a PlayStation video from my perspective, not using Chris's Elgato, before August 15th, I promise you with all my heart. Yeah, so make sure you keep your eyes on the channel for that. Now, this mountain range area it's a nice big place, and as much as, you know, living in the side of a mountain is pretty cool, living on top of the mountain in a big-ass castle area is even better. And, you know, I think one thing that would be cool is to try and build a castle, or, you know, a large area for me to call home, and, you know, work on it, build it, and do all of this work with you guys and see where it turns out. You know, I might clear this little thing right here, might have like a courtyard down here, areas where I can put little farms and villages, have, you know, like the King's Keep all the way up here. Since it's above the original house, I'll have, like, you know, here's the entrance, and it'll go up to the mountain, winding staircases, blah 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 blah. You know, have things over here, balcony overlooking maybe some fancy waterfalls and shit, you know, the usual cool sort of castle-y, beautiful area type scenery. and whatnot. That's sort of my plan, what I want to do with this area, and I want to do it with you guys and have you guys involved as well. So yeah, that's sort of the plan for this series, is to start off with the first build being a castle, and it's something different, something new. Thought I'd try it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And just do what you gotta do, show a little love. Believe me, it helps me out a bunch, really inspires me to make more videos, and every little bit counts. So yeah, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, guys.